This is King Noble Black Supremacy, and with this particular video I want to talk about King Noble Black Supremacy being a portal or a Stargate into a divine reality. A lot of times when you think of a portal or a Stargate, you think of something opening up in the sky. You think of something opening up in the earth, and then you're entering into another reality. You don't see a person as being able to be a portal or Stargate. And what you don't understand about a person being able to be one, it is not so much as the person in the sense of the personality, but it's what the entity has become symbolic of through what they embody, through their devotion, through them being able to be situated into another realm. They become a Stargate or a portal for you to enter into that realm. So you come to King Noble Black Supremacy and you see him as you see the other teachers. You want to debate. You want to play the facts game, the information game, not realizing that you are standing at a Stargate, a portal into another dimension. If you're willing to enter in, the choice is yours. It's a choice. It's a domain that you can enter. But on the other side of that domain, you are a supernatural being. You are a being of infinite possibilities, of unlimited possibilities. On the other side of that portal, the limited you, the artificial you, the ego is dying, is being left on the other side. So by the time you get through that portal, you step into the divine black reality of who you are. The only agreement that you're making at the gate is that you're going to leave the limited dimension of you behind. That you agree to part ways with that entity. And then you enter into the portal and the Stargate. And your journey in the manifestation of the divine reality of who you are begins at that moment. And that's a choice that you make. With your other teachers, you debate because it is about information. It is about route knowledge, dogmatism, facts, information, propaganda. So you debate this. You're in your head about this information. With King Noble Black Supremacy, it is a portal or a Stargate into a new paradigm, a new reality. You're choosing to enter into that. You're choosing to step into that. You're choosing to be transformed materially. Your perception transformed through the Stargate. When you enter into the portal, you're choosing to be transformed. It's a choice that you're making. You're not trying to hold on to anything. You're not trying to validate anything or solidify anything. You're choosing to be 100% transformed into the divine expression of who you are. You're stepping from one realm into another. You're moving directly in the path of ascension. So you can't argue with a portal. You can't argue with a Stargate. You can't debate with a Stargate. All you can do is choose. Is it your time to enter into that? Is it your time to make that shift? Is this your moment? Are you ready? Is this really what you want to do? To move into that higher consciousness? That's all you can do. It's up to you. Because the facts and the information that you have on the other side of that portal is what keeps you out of the portal. That's what keeps you where you're at. Everything that you think you know and believe you know is where you were and where you are at. And it's not even until you're willing to let go of that can you go beyond and enter into something that is way more expanded than that. The validation of your old self, of your old identity, the validation of that is your existence in the matrix. As long as you revalidate that, you will continue to exist in the matrix. On the other side of that portal, everything that you believe was right is wrong, because it is limited in the grand scope of who and what you are and what you can achieve and what you can manifest. And when measured to the bigger picture of all there is, everything you thought you know is limited by default. It's wrong by default of being limited and one-dimensional and linear. You're being dared to voyage into your dynamic self, which is way more malleable, flexible, transmutable than the self that you know yourself to be, the one that you feel that you have to fight for, the one that you are in strife and struggle and stress and worry, that you must constantly validate. On the other side of the portal, there's a more invincible self that you're choosing to step into. You're choosing to take that on. You're not fighting for a perspective. You're taking on a new one. You're taking on the challenge of stepping into being the greater you. You're entertaining the possibility, the probability. You're going to entertain that as who you are. You're going to entertain the infinite you as being who you are. You're going to entertain that thought as you enter into that Stargate and that portal. But you must be empty, like I said. When you get to that portal, you have to be empty. You have to have let go of everything. You have to be empty at that point, because you can't bring anything on the other side. Anything you try to bring is going to block you. You have to be empty to get in. You have to be microscopic to get into your macrocosmic self. You have to come as a microscopic spiritual entity, like a subatomic particle, to get through that Stargate. That's how empty you have to be. That's how light you have to be. You have to be enlightened. You have to be weightless. You have to travel light to get through that Stargate. And you're choosing to entertain and take on this infinite reality, this greater picture. It's a choice. I'm taking that on. I'm now going to validate with my existence Black God consciousness. I'm choosing to validate it. I am the vessel. I am the vehicle that is moving through the Stargate. So there's no resistance. Everything is accelerated. Everything's on acceleration. As you accelerate into the divine reality of you. And your consciousness now is transforming, moving in and through, and being renewed, and being recreated in the greater perspective, in the greater projection of who you are. You don't come to a Stargate with a map. You don't need your map anymore. You've reached the destination. You don't need your GPS anymore. Matter of fact, you won't even get a signal anymore. It's like the Bermuda Triangle. Once you get in there, you won't even get a signal anymore. Your signal is unnecessary. You enter into a new realm where any of the old information, any of the old perceptions or thought forms are no longer have any relevance there. I'm telling you that King Noble Black Supremacy is the Stargate, is the portal. And come when you are truly ready to enter. And if you come pure and come innocent and come empty and come selfless with no ego, you will enter into the infinite and eternal reality where you will be completely transformed into the invincible, unlimited, and infinite self that you really are. This King Noble Black Supremacy signing out.